Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another video. I am Nonji Bolinga for those of you who do not know me, and happy 2024. I swear that is the last time I'm going to be saying happy 2024 because I'm over it already. So basically in today's video I'll be ranking my 2023 destinations. So I went to 9 different countries, 12 cities, and yeah, basically I'm gonna rank them from the worst country up until the best country that I visited. Please note that these are my own personal experiences. We might obviously go at different times, go with different people, go do different things, so your experience of the country might totally be different. But if you want to get some more insights on what I experienced and any tips and tricks basically of going to any one of these countries, I think this video will be very key for you. So basically this is my top 9 list of my 2023 countries that I traveled to. So basically I'll be ranking these countries based on 3 main things. Firstly, affordability. I always say everything outside of South Africa is expensive. Every single country I've traveled to, guys, it's so amazing. Like, you look at Turkey where the rand is stronger, but everything is still overpriced. So South Africa is actually the place to be. Things are not overpriced here, and I'm actually grateful to be living in this country because wow. So the second one is uniqueness and sightseeing. So what unique offering does the country have? What makes it different from the other countries? And also in terms of sightseeing, like what is different and what is there to see in that country? You know, is it actually worth getting on a flight for 8 hours to go visit that country? So that's basically the second one, uniqueness and sightseeing. And the last one is just overall vibe. Is that, are the people friendly? Is it livable? Like transportation, is it easy to get around? So just overall vibe of that country. What would I rank it? So I think let's just go straight into the list. So firstly, last on the list, I feel like this is no shocker to any of us, especially if you watch my videos. Germany, guys. Germany, I even said in the Germany vlog, is that Germany is probably a place I would never go to. We only went there because Beyonce was performing there. Then obviously Afro Nation was the following week, so we had to watch Beyonce in Frankfurt. I also did a Europe tour like a few years ago with my family, and we went to, I forgot what the city is called. I'll put it on the screen if I do find the name, but also Rhino Valley, something like that, where it's like a typical Germany architecture and everything like that. And one thing, I hated it, guys. Like, I almost also got arrested at the airports, like, and the thing is that they didn't even say anything. So they basically, I put my bags through the baggage check thing and my microphone. So let me see if I can show you guys my microphone. So this is how the microphone looks like. It's gonna be out of focus because I'm using it. I guess it looks like a pistol or something, but basically they said I must take out all my electronics. I left this one in the bag, so obviously the fault is also on me. And then when it went through the scanner, they detected like there's something in the bag. So when I got to the other side, literally there was 2 cops fully armed, and they just told me to step aside. They're busy talking in German, so we're not even hearing them. That time we are late to board the next flight, guys. They called the supervisors. We waited there like 30 minutes waiting for the supervisor. They took my phone even. I'm trying to understand what is going on. They're literally not telling me anything. Then only at the end they're like, oh, enjoy your flights, when they see that it's just a microphone and there's nothing in my bag. I was so annoyed because it's like, guys, just human rights and human decency. Yes, I might be like some T-word trying to attack your country, but also I might not be. So can you just treat me like I'm not until you find out that I am, you know? So I really hated that experience there. I even said I would never go there again. Unfortunately, I had to go there and my experience was bad anyway. So there, guys, Germany, bottom of the list. So affordability, 1. Everything is expensive there. Yo, guys, it is expensive. Uniqueness, I also give it a 1 because it's just like tall buildings and Joburg, basically a cleaner Joburg, you know. And then 5, 1 because they are the R word. back there, and we don't like the Arab people. So that is my number 9. So my number 8 is Egypt. So yes, again, because I had a bad experience, but one thing about Egypt, I experienced it only for a day. So I was in transit and I got to basically be there for a day. So obviously I didn't experience as much as I should have, should I say, because I've been watching a lot of other vlogs and people go to, like, there's these luxury nice areas in Egypt that I didn't even know about. I was deep within Cairo. So Cairo, in Giza in Cairo. So obviously it's like a historical old in day place where the pyramids are. So obviously it's gonna be like very old, you know. This is a video of me quad biking through Cairo, guys. I was scared for my life. It looks like something that's come out of like a movie scene where like the military is just gonna come out of nowhere and just arrest you for just living your life. So I obviously experienced a tiny bit, so this is obviously subjective to my experience, but I know the rest of Egypt is actually wonderful. It's like a Saudi Arabia vibes, you know, and with the mountains and dunes, like in the middle of nowhere. So I believe it's beautiful, but for what I experienced for basically 24 hours and trying to get like the key highlights, yeah, it was okay. And also nearly getting arrested at the airport because of my drone. It's gonna be bottom of the list. So for me, affordability, I didn't get to buy much because everything was included in the package, so I didn't choose my money. So I'd like to believe that it is affordable, so I'll just give it a 5. And then the uniqueness, the pyramids, you can't find the pyramids anywhere else in the world. And when I was there on the camel ride and the quad biking, I was kind of like overwhelmed, like, oh my gosh, I'm really in Egypt riding a camel by the pyramids. It was kind of breathtaking. So I would give uniqueness actually an 8. And then overall vibe, it's Africa, it's an African country, so like we are homies, you know. The vibe, maybe like a 6. Yeah, so that's Egypt on my number 8. Moving on to my number 7. So Turkey, guys. If you guys watched my Turkey vlog, you would know that I absolutely hated being there. Firstly, because I was sick. Second of all, there's really not much to do with Turkey. Yes, it's different architecture and it's a different place, but you can't really grab something where you're like, okay, this is like a tourist destination. Yes, you can eat some Turkish delights. Yes, you can see the mosques, but I don't think it has anything going for itself. I think it's saved by the hot air balloons. That's really breathtaking. But now I'm kind of seeing that the hot air balloons is a trend because you can actually do hot air balloon rides in Egypt too. Cappadocia really saves Turkey. Other than that, it's bottom of the list. One thing about Turkey. So affordability, Turkey, the cabs are expensive. I remember crying how expensive the cabs are. The cabs are very expensive, but everything else, I could afford it. Maybe a 7, you know. Uniqueness, the only thing they have going for themselves is the mosques, which is not quite exciting. There's a lot of mosques around the world. And then obviously Cappadocia with the hot air balloon. So uniqueness, I'll give it a 6, you know. I went there, but because I didn't need a visa, you know. And then the vibe, the people are lovely there. Oh, actually, the men there are a bit aggressive, you know. I remember it was like Joburg 2.0 kind of a thing. It was a South Africa 2.0. Because you know how like the men here in South Africa are aggressive, but like we're used to it, which we shouldn't be used to it. But like you can deal with it, you know. They'll be like, can I have your number, or what's your name, or they'll say things, but they'll leave you alone. The ones in Turkey, guys, I don't know if I was recording, but they will literally follow you, and you straight up ignoring them, but they will follow you. It's so bad. So the people are nice, but because of those aggressive men, I think it lowers they vibe check, you know. So in terms of vibe, I was gonna give Turkey an 8 because it's nice to be there. Even like the partying and all the pubs, you know, it's like a nice atmosphere. So I would give it an 8, but because of the aggressiveness, -2, so it gets a 6. Okay, so coming up at my number 6, I think from here on up, all these trips are worth it. So there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 countries. All these countries are worth going to. The last 3, especially the last one, I'll think twice. Maybe if you're transiting and going somewhere else, you can include them in, but not as like a standalone trip. There's so much else you can go and see, guys. So from here, they were good. It's just that I had to rank them, you know. So coming up at number 6 is Mauritius. So Mauritius is absolutely breathtaking. It's nice and close from South Africa, so you don't have to travel that much. The water is literally blue. Like, Mauritius is great. There's resorts there, so obviously you pay for your full board that you don't have to pay anymore when you get there. The resorts include breakfast, lunch, supper. So Mauritius will be 6 on my list. Affordability, I didn't spend much because it's a full board resort where they offer you everything, but I don't remember when we did go out, I don't remember it being that expensive, so I'll give it a 7. I feel like we can afford. There was a lot of South Africans, so to show that everybody goes there. Uniqueness, a 6. So the water is blue, but it's not unique. Maybe because I was limited to the resort area I was in. It was absolutely breathtaking and beautiful. I'll put on some photos, but a lot of beach resorts are like that around the world. And vibe, the people are lovely. They a 9, guys. The people there are great. They are lovely. You know, you beach chilling. It's vibes and shit. So, and I feel like they really love Africans too. So, yeah, vibe a 9. I enjoyed my time there. The 5th country on the list is Portugal. So Portugal, the places I went to in Portugal was firstly Lisbon, and then we went down there in Portimão. I think that's how you say it, for Afro Nation. So I wouldn't say I experienced much of Portugal, but Lisbon is the capital. We went to the capital city. So firstly, on affordability, guys, once we moved from Germany and all those countries that side, like, you know, once we moved from Germany and we went to Portugal, guys, it was like we're in the hood, we were up and down, things were more affordable. Cocktails went from, we were drinking April spritz throughout the whole trip, and we just wanted to experience different wines and how they taste, and pricing and everything was actually a great experience that we did for ourselves. So they went from like 12 to 14 euros right down to 6 to 8 euros, guys, to just show how affordable Portugal is. It's like moving from Cape Town and going to like Durban or Joburg, you know, things are just more affordable. It was actually so crazy. So affordability, 8. Like, there, yes, it's still a European country, so it's going to be definitely more expensive than South Africa, but it's affordable. Like, there you can eat your meals and you're like, okay, you don't feel like you're breaking the bank than those other European countries. Then uniqueness and sightseeing. So Lisbon is different. The architecture is different. You know, they have the trams and all of that. So that is kind of vibey and nice. They also have Pink Street, where people go. They have that market that we went to. So we got actually a good experience of Lisbon, but it doesn't have my heart. You know, it was a good experience, but it just didn't have my heart. So for uniqueness and sightseeing, I'd give it an 8. It's definitely different. We don't have trams here in South Africa. You know, the architecture is different. Very, like, in terms of sightseeing, there's quite a few things you can do. We also went to Sintra, which is like a 2-hour bus ride. It's still within Portugal, and that was like castles and fairy tale and, you know, make believe in real life. So that was also quite nice. So I'll definitely give uniqueness and sightseeing an 8 for Portugal. Then vibe, it is vibey. The people are nice there. For vibe, I would give it an 8. Okay, so moving on to number 4 is the recent trip I went to Seychelles. So Seychelles, guys, is absolutely breathtaking. I feel like I'm still in awe. I feel like Seychelles is like a mini Maldives. So Maldives is one of my dream destinations, but obviously I want to go there like on a honeymoon or like, you know, something serious, not just for free, you know. So it was like a mini kind of Maldives that I got to experience, and I absolutely enjoyed that. It was stunning. Like I'm just in awe. It's like another Mauritius, but even better. The water is more bluer. The water is like light blue there. So affordability, a one, guys. Seychelles was so expensive. So yes, we were mostly in resorts, but when we went outside, even for like the cab rides, just going from the airport to our resort, mind you, it's probably like a 20-kilometer drive. It was 1,000 rand, guys. 1,000 South African rands, which is like 50 euros. Yeah, 50 euros. So affordability is definitely a one. It is expensive there. It's Savannah in South Africa. If you buy it in a store, it's like 30 rand, I think like 34 rand, but there it was 232 rand. I remember when I posted that, somebody asked me for how many Savannahs. I was like, child, for one. One Savannah. So it's definitely expensive there. It's for lovers and honeymoons and just expensive. Uniqueness and sightseeing. The rock kind of structures, I feel like it's a Seychelles thing. The tortoises, we didn't get to see them, and the coconuts. So they do have some things going for themselves, and it is a beach vacation. So, you know, comparing it to Zanzibar, Mauritius, and all of that, there's a beach vacation. So I feel like uniqueness, I'll give it a 7. Like, it did what it had to do, you know. And then for vibe, the people are lovely. However, at the airport, both Maponi and I came at different times, and we both got scanned because we were Africans traveling alone. I got scanned. I went through the machine to detect if I haven't swallowed anything or anything like that, which wasn't nice, but I guess they have to do what they have to do, especially because I'm traveling alone. I had to keep saying it's my birthday, and it's like, look at my passport, you'll see that in 3 days it's literally my birthday, you know. They have to do what they have to do, but those things don't sit well with me. Like, why, when it's time to choose a random person, I fit that classification every single time without fail, guys. Random selection, I'll be the random selection. So now we are moving to our top 3. In number 3 is Spain. So Spain is my number 3, guys. The 2 countries I went to were Madrid and Sevilla. So just starting off with Sevilla, it's a very romantic place. Architecture is different. They are nice. Like, it's just vibes, guys. Think about Money Heist, you know. It just reminds me of, you know, Sevilla and Madrid. Then Madrid, I would actually consider moving to Madrid. The first thing when I got out of that train station was, could I live here? Madrid was absolutely amazing for me. Affordability is definitely affordable. I feel like, as I said, when we moved away from like Amsterdam, Germany, and all of that, and we went kind of to the lower European countries, it was more affordable. Yes, still expensive, but more affordable. And also the thing is, they have like everything you'll need. So they have like the Zara's, the H&M, the high fashions, like all the stores. Like, it's like a very developed country, you know, in terms of like everything. So I really enjoyed that. Uniqueness and sightseeing. So the architecture is still different. It's like, think about Spain. Think about this picture. This is just opposite some random park, guys. You drive and you see different architecture, you know. It's just giving those uniqueness vibes. I really, really just enjoyed being in the presence. We also spent a day there, but that was enough to convince me that I'm coming back here again, and it'll be for good. Hopefully. Vibe, the people there are absolutely amazing. The vibe, besides this cab driver, was amazing. I'll give it a 9. So Madrid for me has my heart. Spain, I guess, as a country, and that would be my number 3, lucky number 3. So coming up in number 2, guys, number 2 is Amsterdam. So the Netherlands. This is the second time I went to Amsterdam, and Amsterdam has all the vibes, guys. It is literally so nice being there. I want to work there for a year or something. Amsterdam, guys, Amsterdam. It's vibes there. I really like it. So affordability, it is one of the more expensive European countries. So affordability, it is not really that affordable. I'll give it like a 5. And then uniqueness and sightseeing, I'll give it a 9, guys. Ew, it's so nice to be there, like seeing all the bicycles and the canals. And what else does Amsterdam have? I guess it's just the bicycles and the canals, right? The architecture is different. You can see that here I'm in a different country and it's very unique to the Netherlands, you know. So uniqueness and sightseeing, there is a lot to do in Amsterdam. You can go to the red light districts. The Heineken experience thing is there. There's the swing thing that we went on. There's not much, but I guess there is a few, so I'd give it like a 7. And then the vibe, guys, 10 out of 10. I think this is our first 10 out of 10. The vibe for Amsterdam, I'll give it definitely a 10 out of 10. Like, everybody is just free there. You do your own thing. There's no R words there. Like, it's just vibey. You go to the red light district. You can be up all night. Like, you can just sit and just be amongst the Amsterdam people, the Dutch people. So I think Amsterdam will get, this is the first 10 out of 10 on the vibe check. I really enjoyed Amsterdam and I'll definitely go there. And then last on the list, I think it's pretty clear, Prague has been amongst my top 5 travel destinations. I think it was like 4th, but I've literally moved it to number 2. Santorini still remains number 1 because guys, Santorini is just Santorini. Prague is my number 1. The thing about it is that it beat my expectations. Expected of Prague, I experienced way more, and I'm so thankful that I went there, guys. It's like a mashup of like all my favorite countries, you know. You're getting the Spain vibes, you're getting the Netherlands vibes, you're getting the South African vibes, you're getting all the vibes, and it's so unique too. So in terms of affordability, 6 out of 10. Uniqueness and sightseeing, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10, guys. They have castles, they have the red houses, they have canals, they have these beautiful museums, they have these beautiful buildings, everything there. Like, you just walk on the streets. I remember like I was walking on the streets and I wanted to order an Uber, but the destination was like maybe like a 30-minute walk. I'm like, oh, let me see this, oh, let me see that. Then next thing, I'm at my next destination. I literally walked around that entire city, Prague specifically. But Prague, guys, remains my number 2 dream destination that I've been to because it's absolutely breathtaking. So vibe, also 10 out of 10, guys. People don't sleep there. The sun sets late. You can have cafe, you can have drinks along cafes on the side of the streets, like. But vibe, 10 out of 10. I love Prague so much, and that is why it is on my number 1 list when it comes to the countries I've traveled to in 2023. So that is basically my list, guys. I hope this was helpful to you if you are looking to traveling to one of these 9 countries in 2024. Leave down below any questions you might have for me, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. So please do subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'll be seeing you guys next week on more assistance even to travel, because 2024, literally, we are all traveling, every single one of you guys. Even if you are traveling to Durban, even if you're going to Cape Town or Joburg, but we are all traveling and finding ways to travel, basically. So I'll see you guys next week with the next video. Bye.